Why is it incredibly hard to find a job in Dubai? Well, you must have watched a lot of our videos and thought to yourself, hey, Dubai seems nice. Let me try applying for a few jobs. You applied for 10, 20, then you applied for 100 and 200 and did not get a single reply. Well, in today's video, we will cover why that might be the case. So let's just get to the crux of it. The first point that we are going to discuss is the competition that is there in Dubai. There just aren't enough jobs for people, and there are too many people applying. Let's go to LinkedIn and check out the actual numbers. Okay, we are on LinkedIn. Let's go to the jobs category. Dubai, United Arab Emirates. There are about 16,000 jobs that are currently active on LinkedIn in Dubai. Let's just compare it to a couple of countries. Let's say India. Now, this is 350k jobs. Yeah, the population of India is a lot. Let's take USA. Now, USA, let's remove the easy apply. USA has 4.2 million jobs. It is much easier from the looks of it to get a job in US than it is in India and obviously Dubai. But let's see how many people are actually applying for jobs in Dubai. Okay, let's just open one. This job was posted 4 days ago, Director of Operations, so a fairly senior job. And you can see around 3.5k people have applied for this job. Next, 2 days ago, 1,000 applicants. In fact, I subscribed to this newsletter by one of the recruitment agencies, and they said that for every job that they post, they get about 5,000 people applying for it. Now let's compare it to India. Dubai, UAE has a population of around 11-15 million people. India has a population of 1.4 billion. So obviously India should be much more, right, for each application. Well, Reliance is looking for a head of marketing. Let me put the easy apply filter. Yeah, head of growth, D2C, 700 applicants. Next one, senior marketing manager, 1,400, 1,500 applicants. So you can see that the number of applicants in India is also similar. So you can gauge that for 16,000 jobs, you have the same number of people applying for a job for around 3.5 lakh people with much larger population as well. So the competition is high, folks. Now, companies have realized that there are a lot of people who want to move to Dubai for a job. These companies know that they will get cheap labor as well. So the average salaries have been coming down in the last couple of years in Dubai. Now this competition brings us to the next point, which is the skill gap. Now you need to realize that, say for example, you're a social media manager with 5 years experience, and you have a graduation, and you are reading a JD and you think, okay, this is the perfect job for me, but you're still not getting a call. The reason is, say the job is for 18,000 dirhams. There is a guy sitting in India, there is a guy sitting in other countries who has an MBA from a decent college and thinking, hey, I will work for that job, I will work for that salary. In fact, if you see on LinkedIn as well, above 50% of all applicants, no matter what job it is, have an MBA degree. So there is a definite skill gap when it comes to recruitment because of that competition. Now this brings us to the next point, which is Dubai is a sales-oriented city. Now, Microsoft does not have their development centers here. Oracle does not have their development centers here. They are selling their SaaS products in Middle East. They are selling it to the big corporates here. So you need sales experience here. Now you might be saying, hey, I have sales experience. I sold education products for Byju's or an academy. No judgment there. I was there for 10 years, by the way. And I have that experience. Now, personally, I do think people who have sold EdTech are very good salespeople. In fact, one of the major companies here called realize that, and they are recruiting a lot of people from there. But when it comes to selling SaaS products, if you want to join companies like Microsoft or an Oracle, you need that experience in India or in whichever country you are as well. There are a lot of opportunities in real estate. Now, how it works is you are working on a commission. If you're not doing well, you will be let go because you're not able to make it in the sales field. Now let's go to the next point, probably the most important point in Dubai. Do you have a wasta? Wasta is the Arabic word for referrals. Now in countries like USA, about 30 to 50% of all jobs are via referrals. That number is around 41% in India. But in UAE, Dubai, it is 70%. It is almost impossible for you to get a job if someone is not referring you. If you want tips on how to get referrals, especially via LinkedIn, maybe we'll do another video on that. Do drop in the comments and say that you'd be looking forward to that video. Do subscribe to the channel so that it comes into your notifications as well. Moving on, the next point is Emiratisation. Now, UAE has this rule that any company above 50 employees needs to have 2% of their total force as Emirati talent. Now, Emirati talent are basically passport holders of UAE who are born, brought up here, have a family history and everything. And you must be thinking it's just 2%, right? But the case is, out of those 15,000 jobs that you saw on LinkedIn, 10%, that is around 1,500 of them are for Emiratisation. Now, why is that the case is because this rule is fairly new and companies right now have about 0.34% as their workforce as Emirati talent. So they want to build that up. I think they have targets till 2026 that they have to reach that number. And there are a lot of people, there are a lot of companies that are looking for those people only. If you're in India, if you're in US, you're not eligible for Emiratisation. Even if you're in UAE, staying and a permanent resident of UAE, you're not eligible for Emiratisation. Emiratisation is for people who are localites here, have a UAE passport basically. Now the next one is the MENA experience. Now this might sound a little paradoxical. To get a job in Dubai, you need MENA experience. MENA is Middle East and North Africa experience. But to get MENA experience, you need a job in Dubai. So yeah, that seems to be the issue for everyone. You do need that experience. I would not suggest coming here on a visit visa and looking for a job because that does not make a difference. If you don't have experience here, the jobs that require it will not take it anyway. So don't spend that money on visa and flights and whatnot and come here with your CV and roam around because in all probability you will not get a job via that. This video was about why it is incredibly hard to find a job in Dubai. If you want similar videos like how do I get a job, what kind of CV I should make and etc. drop us in the comments and do subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.